Good morning, everyone. It's Nick Petro at the National Weather Service. It's 11:30 on Monday, the 6th of May, 2019, and this is your weekly impact weather briefing for Central North Carolina, covering the period today through Sunday through the 12th of May. And first thing I want to jump into before I get into the weather is that this week is Hurricane Preparedness Week in North Carolina. So definitely take the opportunity here to not only prepare for the hurricane season for yourself, but also remind your friends, family, coworkers, colleagues, anybody in your sphere of influence that now's the time to prepare for the hurricane season. Not when storms are kind of approaching us and people are rushing around to get last minute stuff done. But now's the time. And there's a lot of ways that you could learn about hurricane hazards, hurricane impacts, and how to prepare for them. On our webpage, you will see a link, weather.gov/Raleigh. Weather.gov/Raleigh. You'll see a link right there at the very top that announces that this week is Hurricane Preparedness Week in North Carolina. And that'll take you to the webpage, actually. This screenshot is a screenshot of our Hurricane Preparedness Week webpage. And there's a bunch of links that you can click on to learn how to be prepared. So if you could, the folks on this webinar, if you could help us out and share this good information with your folks, and just again kind of help us get the word out that this is Preparedness Week for hurricane season, and now's the time to get ready. It's a beautiful day outside. It's a good day to build that storm kit, or clean up around the house outside. Make sure there's no hazards that could, if the winds pick up or the rains come down, that could impact your home. So anyway, those are just a few examples. So also, the hurricane hunters will be making a stop at Charlotte, at the main international airport in Charlotte this Thursday. So that's all part of Hurricane Preparedness Week as well. So a lot of stuff going on. Just wanted to mention that before we get started with our weather briefing. And this slide here, of course, is our start of our weather briefing. And really, the box you see in the middle pretty much summarizes the whole thing. We have high pressure over the area for basically the first half of this week, so daily rain chances will be pretty low, 20% or less. This is a very, kind of like almost like summer-like pattern. We'll have some just stray showers, sprinkles, maybe a very isolated shower during the late afternoon and evening hours today, Tuesday, and Wednesday as well. and certainly by late week, we'll be watching a frontal system approaching. So rain chances and thunderstorm chances will increase late this week and the weekend as a slow-moving cold front sags south across the mid-Atlantic region, and that is shown in the lower right. Look at that cold front there, basically stalled along the North Carolina-Virginia line. All right, so temps will be above normal, and aside from the modest heat concerns, because clearly, with humidity and temperatures in the mid 80s, I mean, certainly there could be heat issues even with those sort of temps. But aside from modest daily heat concerns, not really looking at a whole lot of hazardous weather risks this week. But the severe thunderstorm risk may increase this weekend, depending on where that eventual cold front sets up. All right, so that is the pattern in a nutshell. So looking at some of the other graphics here that we provide, really no severe thunderstorm potential. These graphics are courtesy of the Storm Prediction Center. In terms of rainfall amounts, we show this slide each week to give you a sense of not only which days are going to be the wetter days, but or drier days, but how much rain. And we can see basically nothing today, Tuesday. As you head towards the western Piedmont and mountains, there could be a few showers on Wednesday, but central North Carolina appears to be dry. And then that'll be the case Thursday. Friday, we'll see that front approaching. So I think most of the rain you see shaded there for the Thursday and Friday graphic will probably fall on Friday. And even at that, it's not a whole lot of rain. And then Saturday and Sunday, there's that stripe of blue going across North Carolina up into Virginia. And where the heaviest rain falls will be dependent on where that front stalls. Okay, so that slice of blue there could be a little bit further south. It could be a little bit further north. Any way you slice it, it looks to be a little bit unsettled this weekend, and we'll have to keep an eye out, especially if there's I know there's a lot of outdoor activities as we head through May. There's graduations, there's concerts, there's all kinds of events. just about every weekend in May. So, folks, if you have outdoor plans this weekend, just be cognizant of the weather. Be careful. Be ready to move indoors or move folks indoors if you are in charge of public safety. So, anyway, that's the way things are looking precip wise as we head through the week and weekend. Following week, we might get a little bit of a retreat in the temperatures as we head through the week, particularly the second half of next week. We might get a decent cold front in here that might bring temperatures back to normal or maybe even below normal for the latter half of next week. All right. So that pretty much wraps up the weekly impact weather briefing for Central North Carolina. And I kind of already hit these bullet points on the first slide, but you can see their temperatures in the 80s just about every day this week, lows in the 60s, lower 60s. And you'll notice too, as we head through each day, the rain chance creeps up just a little bit each day. So, mainly on the dry side today and Tuesday, maybe a slim chance for a shower, but mainly to the western third of the state on Wednesday. And then we just see the rain chances creep up each day. Highest rain chances in the 7-day stretch, of course, as I already alluded to, over the weekend. So that's the way things are shaping up for Central North Carolina for the week of May 6th through the 12th, 2019.